चल क्या हो? कैसे बैठते हो? पोस्टर देखेंगे।
गुड मॉर्निंग आप बोलोगे हम बोलेंगे?
सब तो गेट है,
बस
गेट में ना। अच्छा सी नॉक आर्टिफिशियल गेट। ओके
Come in, sir.
यस
Good morning, sir.
गुड मॉर्निंग
You may.
have your seat. Okay, so you are Amit Kumar, right?
Yes,
Okay, Amit, introduce yourself to the board members.
sir, my name is Amit Kumar. I hail from Aurangabad district of Bihar. I have completed my bachelor's degree in civil engineering from Ramaya Institute of Technology, Bengaluru. My father is...
Stop, Amit. I heard little loud, so be louder.
Okay, sir. Should I start from...
Yeah. Starting.
I am Amit Kumar. I hail from Aurangabad district of Bihar. I have pursued my bachelor's degree in civil engineering from Ramaya Institute of Technology, Bengaluru. My father is currently serving in the Indian Army at the post of Subedar, and my mother is a government primary school teacher. I am currently preparing for competitive exams like CDS and CA Prep in Delhi, and my hobbies include adventure activities as well as reading novels and knowing more about criminal psychologies through articles as well as novels and movies.
Okay, Amit. So tell me something about your hobbies.
CIQ one. CIQ. Give me the CIQ.
Tell me about your hobbies.
So, sir, my hobbies had a very wide spectrum, which includes various activities like swimming, like meditation, running, adventure activities, reading hunter, and reading novels, watching movies, listening to songs, and a lot many more.
Name some novels you read recently.
So, I recently finished The Silent Patient, and it is a thriller movie which I loved.
Movie.
A thriller book which I loved.
Famous or your favorite writer.
It had to be Anurag Tripathi because I read the book 12th Fail and I loved that book.
So, Anurag Tripathi. Right. Tell me some more books written by him.
More books, sir. There is one more book. One more book which I read, which I could not recall the name of that book, but it is.
Have you read any particular book which can help you in this interview?
As such, I have not read any book for the SSB point of perspective, but I have read books over personality development. So,
Means you are careless in nature, right?
sorry, sir, I buy it from your saying, but I think as for my consideration, is the interview should be spontaneous. It is all about my personality and that which I carry all together in daily life. So, reading novel only for a specific purpose of SSB, I don't find it more growing. So, I have read book of personality development like Ikigai and Atomic Habit as well as Alchemist. So, I have read.
Tell me about one specific thing you remembered from the book Atomic Habits, because even I have read that. Who is the author of that book?
I don't know, sir.
Okay.
Any point?
Any specific thing you remember about that book, specific Atomic Habits?
Sir, I read one line from that book. I could remember that one line from that book was money saved is money earned. So I highlighted that line from that book, and I do follow that line. That whatever money, because I get a pocket money from my parents. So and I do save money, little amount of money for me myself also. So that lines but formally goes with my ideology.
Okay. So what is the how much amount of money have you saved till yet?
It is around 3,000, sir.
Only that much?
I on the basis I do spend it also, sir.
Okay.
If I'm going for shopping, I do spend it.
Okay, Amit, tell me about your pocket money distribution
Sure.
So sir, on a month I get 12,000 as from my father, and out of which 7,000 is for my fooding and lodging, and additional 800 for electricity bills. Following which 1,300 for gym fees, 1,000 for my protein, that is from eggs, and the remaining 2.5 or 2.8k, that includes my mobile bills, newspaper bills.
If you found your father stop your pocket money, what would be your next step? Or how you will cope up with your money needs? What are the sources you are looking for?
Sir, as such, I had got an placement in from a civil engineering. So if I am getting and challenges with my pocket money, I will look after my job for my monetary fulfillment.
Okay. Okay. So, what are your aspirations in monetary terms? How much money you wanna make? Okay, whether you want a luxury car, luxury house, or living a very luxurious life. Do you want that? Because now it is the time of money era. Everyone want that money, and everyone is chasing money. So you don't want money, or you want very high luxury money.
Sir, for me, money is just for a sustainable point of view. It is very important to earn the living. But I do believe in a living life where I could visit the places, and that is the biggest luxury I can afford with money, and that is the only amount monetary fulfillment I want in my life. And apart from that, I do not aspire for any luxuries, car or places.
So basically, you don't want any car, any luxury, or any like own property.
I am literally not very interested in luxury cars and property.
Okay, suppose you are at the rank of Major General, and we all know that it is a very prestigious rank, and it comes with a security forces to protecting him, safeguarding Major General, and they get a very luxurious house, a bungalow, basically in a capital city of any state, and they have their own staff members serving their needs available 24/7. Don't you want that? That is in that scenario also government is spending lakhs of money in your favor, and now you are telling that you don't want any luxury. That is also a direct luxury to you.
So, sir, basically, for my perspective, I have observed that luxury is just to provide a safeguarding to the post, because a major general is a major decision maker in the policies or in the army decisions, which need to be safeguarded with the extremist group or whatever we can call it. So to safeguard the person who is responsible for decision making, it is a major part, or it plays a vital role. It plays a vital role for army to safeguard the person who is directly involved in decision making. So that is, in my view, it is just nothing but safeguarding a person who is a leader, who is leading, who is responsible for the major responsibilities. So it is just for that.
Okay. Okay, Amit. Now tell me something about your school life.
So, sir, my school, I have started my schooling from Army Public School, and I carried till class 6. After which I joined a boarding school in my own district, Aurangabad, till class 10. And after that, I did my 11th and 12th from DAV Public School, Bokaro. And for engineering, I moved to Bangalore and completed my civil engineering from Ramaya Institute of Technology, Bangalore. So, my school life, which lasted till class 12th, was always exciting, because I have participated in games, I have participated in extracurricular activities, and I have spent a lot duration.
What type of extracurricular activities you were involved in during college time?
During college time,
Yeah.
During college, I was involved in survey camp. I was involved in Environment Day celebration. I was involved in blood donation camp.
Okay.
I was involved in Karnataka Rajya Utsava.
Okay.
which is celebrated in my college. Very, very.
Okay, Amit, right? Amit, suppose you are a house leader. Okay, you are a house leader of your school, and you need to lead in front to build a camp, blood donation camp. You have to arrange all that camp amenities. You have that responsibility to you. Okay, how will you proceed to do so?
So, sir, first of all, I will ask for volunteers from all the classes. I will make the list of them, and I will held a discussion with them in a closed auditorium to make the. And firstly, I will ask them their opinions, what all they want there. And now I will, with the help of their opinion, I will make a plan from which day and how the day will look like. I will plan everything and I will execute it.
Okay, Amit, tell me about something that what are the qualities you think a leader must have, and do you think you have these type of qualities?
So, sir, I think leaders should be someone who works in who believes in teamwork, and he is very. He should have a good risk-taking ability.
You are mentioning he. That means a leader can't be C.
Sir, actually, I have never intended. I have no intention to bring up the discussion between he and she. It is just because I am talking with me, my perspective. I brought up he. I had no perspective to give a she or he discussion.
Okay,
So, sir, I think the first is a team player. The leader should be a team player, and second thing, he should have ability of risk factor. So, two qualities I should have been asked. I would mention that, and as because I have participated in several games and sports, and I have participated in organizing an event, so I think I have, and I
have
believe.
you ever act as a leader or as a team leader, like as a manager, event manager to any of the event that you have participated in?
Yes, sir. I have acted as one of the four members who organized the Environment Day celebration in the college. So I have experienced that leadership quality. Although I have been made the observer right from my class 10th school. So I have experienced the leadership.
What were the problems you faced during that leadership?
Sir, one of the this I could not mention it as a problem because this is no any problem. But the one thing is leader should be connected with the group. A leader should.
I don't want your motivational quotes. I just need to know that what were the challenges or even the problems you faced during your executing that leadership post which you have got. What were the challenges?
Sir, one challenges which I have faced during Environment Day celebration was that jokes which a leader puts in the group towards completing the task. That was maybe a little bit more challenging for me because the volunteer because this was all following while classes were going on, and
Okay,
teachers
okay.
do not allow do not want the student to bunk the class and go for volunteer meet.
Okay, Amit.
So this was one.
Okay, Amit, tell me that if I choose you, if I have a choice to choose you as a leader of something, do you think you have such qualities to be a leader?
Yes, sir. I think because I have experience, I have I have organized, and I have been the captain of also the sports team. So
But I don't think so you have that qualities. I'm not looking into any of that qualities at all.
Can you please mention some of the
Can
qualities?
you convince me that you have that qualities? Can you convince me?
yes, sir. I can convince you, sir. With I can tell you the examples where I have been made the leader.
Sure, go
Sir,
ahead.
recently when I was in 6th sem, we participated in survey camp, and I was the leader of the group which we were in, which consists of 16 students, and I was the leader, and we were I was responsible for the daily conduct of the group, and at the end of 10-day survey camp, we were declared the best group out of the 16 groups which visited survey camp. So that was just because of a good teamwork and a better participation and cooperation between my group. So
Have you heard about 15 OLQs, officer like qualities?
yes, sir.
Mention any 10 of them or 5 of them at least.
Sir, social adaptable
Okay.
and reasoning ability, stamina, responsible, risk taking factor.
Okay. One more. Okay.
Okay, Amit. So out of 9 qualities you have mentioned earlier, tell me how much quality do you find yourself in? How much quality do you find in yourself?
Sir, as far I have introspected, I have found I am socially adaptable because recently I am socially adaptable. Second, sir, my sense of intelligence, or I can say reasoning, that is also good because I have studied math as well as my navigation is also good. So I think sense of reasoning is also very
Out of 15 qualities, how many qualities you found you have in yourself? Out of 15 qualities, how many qualities do you found you have in yourself?
So I have found 9 of the qualities they were with me, and out of 6, another 6 I cannot say I do not have, but I have not looked after me, or I have never realized that they were.
Okay, Amit. Now back to your school life. So tell me about your friend circle in your school life, and who was your best friend, and he is still your best friend or not? And tell me about 5 good qualities and 5 bad qualities about your best friend.
So sir, right from my school, my friend group was very big, and I am a very friendly guy. So I easily go very compatible with all of my classmates. But talking about very close friends, so there we have a group of 3 friends which we call usually tripod. So they are Akash and Kaleem, Kaleem for Kaleemuddin, and Akash. They are my bestest friend right from my school, and we are even still we are in very much touch. And the qualities which I love, which I like in them is they are very trustworthy, and second they are very helpful.
5 qualities.
Oh, 5 qualities, okay, sir. So they are trustworthy and they are helpful. Thirdly, uh, I like the quality in them is they are very striking in nature, that at any point of time, if I am wrong or if they found any of the quality flaw, any of flaw in me, they point it out very clearly and wanted me to improve over it. So I like that quality. Fourth, I would say, sir, they both are very different in this, but Akash is very intelligent, and I like his interest in politics. So the sense of knowing general knowledge or information, so that is very good in Akash.
You mentioned about politics, right? Akash, your friend Akash is having a good demand, like upper hand in politics. And you mentioned about your one friend named
Kaleemuddin.
Kaleemuddin, like he is Muslim, right?
Yeah.
Muslim. So you are having one friend Akash and one friend Muslim. So you are secular in nature, right?
Yes, sir.
So where do we find this word secular in our constitution?
Sir, it is in the preamble only, sir.
Okay. What in which amendment this word was added in the preamble? Which amendment?
Sir, as per my knowledge, I could recall it was in 42nd Amendment 1976.
Okay. So basically you uphold the idea of secularism, right?
So does the citizen of India, sir.
Okay, now please back to the question. Can you mention at least 3 bad qualities that you don't like in them?
Do they smoke?
No, sir.
They don't smoke.
No, sir.
Do you smoke?
No, sir.
Okay. What are the bad qualities they have in them? Bad qualities. Any two?
Any two at least. I think.
Sir, I can tell about Kaleem, sir. He is little short-tempered and engage himself in fight very very soon. So,
Okay, so how you control him?
sir, actually, with us or with very close friend, he is not like that. But his sense of temper is very short. So, obviously, outside somewhere or if we are not with him, he engage himself in fight. So that thing, I think.
Suppose Kaleem is fighting with a person, and that person is supposed to be your dad. Okay. So what would be your next expression? What you will do at that present moment? And Kaleem is right in his point that your dad has done something wrong with Kaleem, or your dad has your dad has a bad gesture with Kaleem. Okay, not treated well with Kaleem, and Kaleem is fighting with your dad. What would be your next move?
Sir, I will talk to my father. I will try to know the whole situation first,
Okay.
and secondly, I will if I have fouled, if in the case I find my father to be wrong, I will talk to my father about his conduct with my friend, and I will sort that problem out.
Kaleem is your best friend.
Yes, sir.
And Kaleem is your best friend.
Yes, sir.
And suppose after that fight, your father told you to not to be friendship anymore with Kaleem. What would you do?
Sir, I will convince my father that he is one of.
He is not convincing. He is not.
No, sir. I will
Not at all ready to convince.
I am very sure he will get my idea and he will get my point that there is.
Suppose
that
your
he-
father is also short tempered like Kaleem.
So, sir, I will try to figure out the point of interaction which made them into fight to sort it out, and I think I believe that they will agree over it.
They are not at all going to agree over it. Whether you will ditch your friend or you will ditch your father.
No, sir, I am very sure I will make them agree on the same. I will convince them on a single point, and I can do so because I know.
What can be that single point?
Sir, that too I can only comment after knowing about the point of fight.
Okay, Salim.
Kaleem.
Sorry,
Amit.
Amit. Okay, Amit. Tell me about during your academics from school to college. Tell me which was your weak subject and how you improved it.
So, sir, there was no any subject which I was in very weak, but I can. If I had to take one name, I can take the name of English because I have got comparatively less marks. So, I have comparatively got less marks in English. So I can say I was not very weak in English, but comparatively I have got less marks. And as I moved forward from class 10th to 12th and engineering, my English has considerably improved.
How you improved?
So, sir, basically I was good in spoken English, but the reason of less marks was somewhere lying in grammar part. So one of my teacher who was there in my class 11th and 12th, Poonam ma'am, she really helped me out in grammar portion, and she helped me to cure this part.
Okay, Amit. Now, as you mentioned, Poonam ma'am, tell me some good qualities and two bad qualities and two good qualities about her.
Sir, the two good qualities I can mention about her that she is very easy to approach.
Okay.
I can approach to her with very silly doubts, and she still clears that doubt. And second thing was the example she takes while explaining it was very grounded, which was somewhere between us. So,
Okay, Amit. What are the qualities of your father, your mother, your sister? You find them with that qualities to you can like cherish their qualities. Okay, what are their qualities?
So, sir, the quality of my father, I would say he's very motivating, and
That's why you are here.
thank you, sir. So he is very motivating. Secondly, he is very optimistic in nature, and thirdly, he is very hardworking. Three qualities, if I could say. About my mother, she is very hardworking and she is very good in managing works, because she has to manage her home as well as school. So she is very good in managing work. And third, I would say she is very skillful. She knows a lot many things, embroideries, teaching.
Okay, how is your relation with your mother? And how is your sister's relation with your mother?
Sir, my relation with my mother is very genuine and it is very pure, because she has been my first teacher. So she has made me how to understand the things, and I often approach her if I am in problem. So she has helped me not only emotionally, she has helped me with other motivating points, with motivating.
And how about your sister?
She too, according to my perception, she too has a very good relation with my mother, and she too often she is even more closer than me, I guess, to her
So
mother.
you don't find that unfair? She is more closer to your
No,
sister.
sir, no, sir, I don't find it any way unfair,
Why is it so?
because sir, anyway, we both are the children of her, and she has equal love for both of us. Maybe that can be a reason that she is a girl, my sister, so she needs someone who could give her more emotional attachment, so that she could study focus.
Okay, Amit, tell me about some good qualities, two good qualities and two bad qualities about your sibling.
About your
Sibling.
sibling. So, sir, I have one sister, and two good qualities I could say about her would be she is she had a approach of never giving up. So I really appreciate that as quality of her.
Okay, so if she has a quality of never giving up, as you said, suppose he is in a relationship with a person, and she is in a relationship with a person, and she has even conveyed about their relationship to to his family, to your parents, but your parents and even you are against that relationship, and as she is very like willing, okay, very willing to convey, so how would you react? Whether you will detach their relationships, or what would be your move?
Sir, I will give her enough chances to prove that she is very genuine with that person, and if I am convinced, I will really support her decision to go ahead with him in her life.
Okay, Amit, tell me two bad qualities about your sister.
So, sir, one quality I can mention about her is she is spendthrift. So I think she can make a little control over it. So, and she is actually doing over it. So that is the only quality I can mention.
That's
I
the
can
only
recall.
quality.
I can recall.
Okay, Amit, now tell me something, tell me a worst memory about your childhood.
Sir, as such, I don't know. I don't think there is any worst memory in my mind.
Then tell me about the happiest memory about your childhood.
About my childhood, sir.
Yeah,
That must
childhood.
be have when I got my first cycle.
Okay. And what was your age you got your first cycle?
Sir, I was in class 2, so
Okay.
most probably I was 7 years old.
So, Amit, what is your timetable? Like your daily, how your daily schedule, daily timetable looks like?
Sir, I wake up at 7:30 in morning. Till 8 I fresh up and go to gym. I come back at 9:30, and till 10 I do my breakfast. And with newspaper I am till 11. from 11 to 2 I do study. After 2 I go for lunch, and after lunch I take a rest of 2 hours, and after that which follows by in evening I go to park with my friends, and when coming back we have a good discussion with my friends. Because of SSB I added it in my timetable till 8:30, and after that I go for dinner, and after that I talk to my friends as well as my parents.
Don't you use social media?
Sir, I do use after my dinner.
Okay, what social media you are like very frequent to?
WhatsApp is one of the primary of them.
And one special in WhatsApp?
Sir, it has become one of the major messaging platform where one can even I or anyone can talk to me. So WhatsApp is one of the major.
Who is that one person you are like always willing to talk, or you are engaged in talking with him in WhatsApp?
Sir, friends basically, Akash and Kareem, we do share about what we how our day was. So that had to be my friends. That
Okay.
tripod group.
Which attempt is this one? Your which attempt is this one?
The fourth.
Fourth attempt. What were your previous mistakes in last attempts?
So sir,
How you have retrospected yourself, and how you have overcome that challenges, overcome that that lacuna which you were lacking at that attempts.
So sir, one major thing I could introspect after my interview, that was lack of confidence. I had the
It
knowledge.
means now you are confident enough.
Yes.
I don't feel so.
Sir, I have performed. I have.
You are
given-
having confidence on the basis of what?
Sir, the confidence brings up with knowledge, confidence brings up with the knowledge as well as the way of expressing yourself. So I think in this attempt I am more confident and more expressive, and putting an more transparent way of giving an interview. So this attempt I think I am more bold and confident.
What were the reasons your family members ever scolded you? What were the reasons in past?
So sir, one of the incidents I could remember now was, sir, recently we got our new house, and it was housewarming ceremony, and we were supposed to put the flower pot in the balcony, and it was my father told me to put that flower pot, the hanging flower pot, along the pillars, and he did not mention that it should be horizontal or vertical, but on my intelligence I put them in the vertical style. So and it was he did not expected it to be vertical, because he was not knowing that there are the nuts or the screws we can put vertically also, the things to hold it vertically also, but he was not knowing it. And when I put the drills, when the drill man drilled it, so after that he was angry on me that how will the pots can be fixed, it. So
Okay, Amit, tell me that. So you mentioned that you are from Bihar,
Yes.
as I can see in your PUIQ. So and you also traveled many countries. You lived in many states. Sorry, you lived in many states for your academics
yes,
and due to your father's
Yes.
occupations. So you are from Bihar. So did you ever faced any discrimination because
No, sir.
of your birthplace?
no sir.
You never faced any discrimination because of your birthplace.
No sir.
Hmm?
No.
It means you are telling that Bihar is totally secular in nature. There is no regional conflicts. There is no regional disparities on the basis of religion, on the basis of caste. There is nothing such like that. Right?
No sir, I cannot comment over this point, but I think on the basis or being a Bihari, I have never been discriminated at in any stage or any platform.
So, like your friends or like your schoolmates or maybe your college mates never get troll you for being a
No
Bihari.
sir. No sir.
Okay, so suppose if they have trolled you because you are
Suppose if
from
I
Bihar.
told you So you are Bihari and you are being a low caste, okay, and being the superior one. What would be your reaction?
So then I'm supposed to get a proper reason for the trolling, because I need to have a good discussion with you, sir.
Okay, and I'm just telling that you are being from the low caste and you got your hierarchy placed lower. Okay, then how will you justify that?
Sir, actually, I do accept the fact that in our ancient history we had this Varna system in our society, but post independence.
Varna system is based on which god?
God.
Yes. Varna system has 4 hierarchy.
Yes, sir.
What are they?
Sir, Brahmins, Kshatriya,
Yes.
Vaishya, Shudra.
So on which terms that hierarchy has been distinguished?
Sir,
Why Brahmins at the top? Why Shudras at the bottom?
Sir, actually, I can remember an example through which I studied it. It was like the parts of human body. The brain was actually for identifying the Brahmins. Hands were for Kshatriya, and the middle portion of the body was
Belly.
for
Belly.
belly areas was for Kshatriya, Vaishya, and the legs were for Shudra. So that is the only thing I can remember. I could not recall any god for this.
Okay. Did you ever face caste discrimination?
No, sir.
So you are saying
But-
that Bihar is free from caste discrimination?
No, sir. I have come across the incidences where even in Bihar, caste differences do occur, but I have never faced any situation or any.
But you're gonna face in future as well because of your marriage.
Sorry, sir, I could not.
It means you have till date never felt that caste discrimination, right?
No, sir.
Or caste differences.
No, sir.
But if it is the time of your marriage, your family will definitely prefer your same caste, right?
Actually, I don't think so that will affect my marriage or my family will go with the same caste or same religion thing. That I think my family has given me the liberty that I choose a good girl which matches my thought and ideologies. So I don't think so my family will go with the same caste.
Suppose your family is against your relationship you are having with a girl and she's Muslim. So how you will convince them?
Sir, I will tell my parents the good point, how comfortable and how I am synchronizing my energy with that girl.
But your parents are trying to convince you that after marriage they will face a social discrimination in the society where they are living in.
Sir,
And how you will convince them?
Sir, actually, my father is graduate. My mother is graduate, and my father in army has got a lot many experiences where the officers have done love marriages, as well as my mother know. Even in my village also the love marriage has occurred. So my family do know the consequences of love marriage, and they know how positively it is impacting our society. So I am very sure that my mother and father will know the point I am going to explain them, and when I will.
Suppose then also they are not at all ready to marry them. They are trying to see, they are telling you that if you marry that Muslim girl, we will get boycotted from our society. Okay, then how you will convince them?
No, sir, I am sure that this kind of evil will never happen in my society, and my father do understand that, and I will make him convinced that the coming generation are looking up after the knowing about each other policy rather than conducting the caste arrange or love marriage. So I know my father and mother will understand it, and they will know that in society this is in coming generation this is an acceptable marriages.
What could be the standpoints in your life that your marriages could be accepted?
So can you repeat the question?
What are the standpoints? What are the criterias in your life that will make your marriage possible?
Sir, I think one major reason that can make me eligible for the marriage is I should be financially stable and independent, so that I can bring my livelihood and I can support my family. So that is the only thing I need to work upon, and rest is acceptable to my family as well as the girl.
Okay, and suppose that from the girl side, from the bride side, okay, their parents are also not accepting you. How you will convince their parents?
Sir, I'm very sure if we are very serious about our relationship, and if the girl is too very serious, we will together very much able to convince the parents of the bride, and they too know that if a boy is independent, he is making a good livelihood. So no father wants her.
Okay, suppose bride's family is telling that person. Okay, suppose I recommend you. You are now being the officer. Okay, Captain Amit Kumar. But bride family is fear that in army there is a chance of risk that you might lose your soul, you might lose your body, you might get martyred. This is being the reason that you are not, that their bride's family is not accepting you, because there is a chance of that bride being widow in future. How you will convince that?
Sir, I will convince him that the life which I am living it is which I have chosen, and I am happily living it. And as far as her the happiness of her daughter is concerned, I will make him or her convinced that for the time being, the life I am living it, I will make her daughter very happy, and about the security of the life which you asked, which you mentioned about, I will tell him that more of the army is not about getting martyred. It is about how you are giving your service, giving how risk-taking ability you have.
But bride's family is telling you that okay, we are convinced, we will accept you as our groom, but you have to left the army. You have to left your serving to the nation. Will you left? Will you choose nation first or your love?
Sir, I will convince them that being in army is my love. That too is my love, and I have worked very hard to get in army, and I want this life to be going like this way. So, and I'm very sure they will be convinced.
It means you can sacrifice your love for the.
No, sir, I will convince the parents that this is the life I always wanted, and I am living that life, and I am very happy in this life, and even after marriage I will make her daughter too happy with my charm. So I am very sure they will be convinced.
Okay, Amit. Now, tell me about hierarchy in army.
So, sir, should I start with other ranks or officers?
Start with your officer ranks, because as you are going to join officer.
So, sir, it starts with lieutenant, and then captain, major, lieutenant colonel, brigadier, major general, lieutenant general, and general.
What is the brigadier rank equivalent to Indian police system?
Sir, it is Director Inspector General. DIG.
Yes.
Deputy.
Deputy.
Deputy Inspector General.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Amit, tell me that if you joined as a lieutenant, at what age, at what post you are going to retire?
Sir, that too depends upon my service as well as the experience of army. That too depends upon that service and experience of army. But as for now, I think I will go till Lieutenant General.
What's your point of view on POK?
So, sir, Pakistan occupied Kashmir is an aggression of Pakistan, which happened in 1947, and India has always put his point from UNA to all the various summits where India and Pakistan have combinedly participated, and one of the examples is G20 summit which took place in India last year.
What was the dividing factor between India and Pakistan? Not geographically, politically.
Sir, that was the political ideology of Muslim League.
Muslim League. And what was that?
That was, they were not believing, or they were not synchronizing themselves with the idea of secularism, which India and the leader of New India were very much, they wanted an independent India. So the Pakistan and India divided on the basis of religion, that was Hindu and Muslim. Although the both the countries have Hindus as well as Muslim, but the point of division was the religion, on the basis of religion of Muslim.
So, how was division on the basis of religion was implemented in political system? What was the step? What was the demand of Muslim League? How it started and how it was fired by our colonizers?
Sir, I can remember one of the incidents of Jinnah as well as Jawaharlal Nehru, where Jawaharlal Nehru was been asked to make a constitution for the independent India in 1942. I'm very not very sure about that, but he was asked to make a constitution of free India, and Jawaharlal Nehru consulted Jinnah for his points or his opinions about the new India, and the 14 points which Jinnah mentioned, they were totally based on religious point of view and religious politics, which Jawaharlal Nehru told as Jinnah's 40 ridiculous points. So from that incident, what I can derive is Jinnah's politics and political ideologies was most on based on opportunity to Muslim.
How colonizers divided India and Pakistan? What were the steps taken by the colonizers, the British rulers, which divided India and Pakistan? There is a plan. There is a plan called.
Sir,
something-
Mountbatten plan,
Yes,
which
yes.
came in
Yes.
1946.
Yes.
So, sir, that was the last plan which colonial Britishers brought, and that was the basic which set the geographical location for Pakistan as well as India.
Okay, and how does that affect in political system? That what were what were the what were the conditions? This was on geographical factor. What was the steps taken by the colonizers for political division?
Sir, I'm not getting the actual question what you wanted to ask.
Division of India and Pakistan were on the basis of two things: geography, which was in Mountbatten plan, and another on the basis of polity. Okay, so what was a particular step taken by the British colonizers to separate India and Pakistan on the basis of polity?
I don't know this one, sir.
It was the separate electorate demand.
Morley Minto reforms.
Minto reforms,
Yes.
1990.
Morley Minto reforms were, I don't know, 1945 I was saying.
Okay, no, how not 1945? Till that,
No. Morley Minto reforms were just after Bengal division. I guess.
yes.
95.
It was demand of separate electorate.
separate electorates.
Okay. For Muslim, alag electorate people were elected.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, what's your point of view on current Bangladesh situation?
Sir, the current situation in Bangladesh is moreover an extended support of external powers, and I am indirectly mentioning the power of USA, which came amid of and extended support of China in interest of China in Bangladesh, which was China putting, and it was just an extended support of USA as I see it. But whatever happened in Bangladesh was truly unconstitutional, and it was not expected from a citizen of.
What are the consequences of Bangladesh conflict to India? What are the consequences?
Sir, Bangladesh has one of the major exporter to India of textile industry. They are good exporter to India in
No, I'm
textiles.
asking about what is the situation
The
right
bad
now.
consequences going to
No, no.
face by India.
In like in Bangladesh there is a political unrest. Okay, what are the consequences on India?
So, sir, Bangladesh is a neighbor country of India,
Okay,
and we have the longest boundary with Bangladesh. So, obviously, if a country which is totally surrounded by country like India, and they see an unrest in their politics, so people can migrate to the neighboring country
refugees.
as a refugee. So India, one of the major problem which India see is the refugee problem, and apart from that, I think the trade between the both countries is also a very flourishing trade. While in the
How India is handling that refugee crisis?
Sir, India actually recently in news we got that India is going to strictly apply the rule the CAA Act of 1956, and which came from the verdict of Supreme Court from 4-1 verdict. And India is truly looking after the refugees as a major problem, because they are and this has been seen in the history as Assam Accord and various other movements which brought up the problem of refugee. And India is truly taking it as a serious problem which India is solving. And India is they have blocked the border of India and Bangladesh, which earlier was.
Why India is doing so? Because as India has a philosophy of Vasudev Kutumbakam, one nation, one world. Also, why India is stopping refugees to come in their territory?
Sir, actually, the refugees are taking. They are coming to the states like West Bengal as well as Assam, and both the states have often seen unrest in government system. We have seen unrest in Bengal. We have seen unrest in Assam too. As a consequence, Assam Accord took place in 1986.
Why refugees are easily able to migrate from international border?
Sir, actually, the border relation with Bangladesh is very lenient as compared to other boundaries we have, other neighbors, and that is one of the reason that people from Bangladesh can easily migrate. And there are various cases where the various places where people from Bangladesh came to India, do their economic activity, and go back to their home in Bangladesh. This is not only giving them both the people as well as opportunity, as well as people of India are enjoying the services. So this is one of the reason that the.
Have you heard about FRM, free movement regime?
Yes, sir. I have heard about it, and it is with the boundaries of Myanmar.
Myanmar. Okay, so what were the aspects of FRM?
Sir, actually, the main reason of
Free movement regime.
free movement regime was that as boundaries were set in Northeast, the people of both the countries do have families in other country.
Yeah.
So during the time of festival, or during the time of or during any family festival or family ceremonial gatherings, they do need to gather at one other place. So Indian government as well as the neighboring country government.
What was the extent of free movement regime? How many kilometers?
Sir, as far as I can recall, it was around 30 kilometers or 15 kilometers. I do not
No, it was 16 kilometers.
Okay, Amit, now tell me that both India and Pakistan got their independence in 1947. But why India is far ahead than Pakistan in every field, in GDP, in employment, in education, in healthcare? What's your opinion? What's the point you get that why India is both get independence at the same time, but why India is having an upper hand?
So, sir, I think the major reason for and infrastructural as well as economical upliftment of India and de-upliftment of Pakistan was de-stabilized political system in Pakistan. no any government has seen, or no any Prime Minister of Pakistan has enjoyed a power of 5 years. So that has given them, no any leader has a proper coverage of the whole nation. They can implement their ideologies to the nation, and that was the reason that
Lack of political stability.
stability. Sir. So I think that is a major reason for the
What are the reasons of not able? What are the reasons why the government of Pakistan never able to complete the 5 year?
Sir, that was just a political clash between the parties, as well as the assassination problem of Pakistan Prime Minister. We have seen that Prime Minister of she was assassinated in 2005. I could not recall her name, sir. So actually, some 2-3 prime ministers have been assassinated, and if not, they have been.
Okay, there is a military coup in Pakistan, very frequent in news. Okay, why there is not a military coup in India?
So, sir, the constitution as well as the structural framework of India is such that no military power or no military leader can enjoy a military coup, because each armament of forces or armed forces have been kept on unequal scale. No army or air force or central armed police can be said as been superior.
What are the political reasons? Any specific politics reason?
Why India never faced any military coup?
Constitutional reason. One constitutional reason that India never have been in a military coup.
Sir, you mean and constitutional?
Yes, constitutional law which prevent India from a military coup.
I could not recall that law.
Okay, who is the supreme commander of military? President. So president is a part of government. So as being a part of government and also as being the supreme commander of military forces, there cannot be a military coup. Because military coup is against the government, but government is
himself
it is a supreme commander of military. Okay. So Amit, you have mentioned that you also do swimming.
Yes, sir.
So have you stopped doing that?
No, sir, I have not stopped. For the time being, I have not got an opportunity to do so. I have never.
What was the last time you did swimming? When was the
When I
last
was in
time?
Bangalore, sir.
Okay, so you are like a professional swimmer or like just
No,
for
sir.
fun?
In college only I started. I learned swimming, and I am making myself.
What was the force that made you attract for swimming? Anyone told you to go for swimming?
Sir, one of my friend mentioned, we were talking about just our real life incidences, and he mentioned that he with his friend got into challenge of crossing a stream. And from there I got a motivation that I too need to learn swimming, and I pulled my friend to teach me swimming, and he very passionately stepped ahead to teach me that, and I really enjoyed the learning of swimming.
Okay, Amit, you are from Aurangabad, right?
Yes, sir.
Do River Ganga cross Aurangabad?
No, sir. The Son River crosses Aurangabad, which is a tributary of Ganga.
Son River is also known for one name. Another name, very famous name, Son River. It is called for his action, Son River. Saur of Bihar.
No, sir. That is Gandak. No.
Son. It's Son River.
Saur. ये check कर.
हाँ.
सौरव बिहार गंगा सोन को नहीं बोलते.
Son River है.
चलो ठीक है, हम देख लेंगे बाद में.
मेरे स्टेट से गुजरता मुझे नहीं पता होगा.
अभी ये मेरे को पता है, गंडक को बोलते हैं.
Son River.
कोसी को बोलते हैं, सॉरी
Kosi. Oh, sorry. Yes.
कोसी को बोलते
My
हैं.
language.
ये चार को नहीं है.
Not a problem.
Okay, not a problem. Let's go with the momentum. सही जा रहे हो. काफी सही.
Okay, Amit, now, so as you mentioned, you like swimming.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any outstanding achievement in swimming?
No, sir. I have recently started. I have learned swimming and I'm making myself more professional.
What are your hobbies?
Sir, my hobbies include adventure activities, reading novels, reading, watching movies, and basically more of criminal psychology and thriller movies, and listening
Okay,
to.
suggest me 3 of the movies.
Sir, which genre of movie you want?
Whichever
criminal,
genre you
nahi,
like.
criminal.
Criminal thriller. First, I would say Shawshank Redemption is one of the best thriller movies I watched, and second, I would say Inception. Third, I would say sir, an Indian movie I watched very recently. It was Talwar. One should watch.
Suggest me some of the movies on defense.
Sir, one movie which I have always which always draws my motivation, that is Lakshya.
Lakshya.
That is my all-time favorite movie, Lakshya.
Why is it so?
Sir, that movie revolves around a very ordinary guy who was living a life which is nowhere around and disciplined, and nowhere around an army lifestyle life. But he was suddenly into the army, and he he drastically changed himself and became an army officer, and he carried out one of the major operations of 1990 Kargil war, which was Operation Vijay. So
Okay, Amit, now tell me, what are the qualities army can make improve you, or improve your qualities? What type of qualities army can improve in you, or you will get from our army, joining the army?
what are the quality? Okay, so sir, one quality I can say is in my life, which I have been in engineering, and still I am studying. The army is more of a disciplined life. They work on a very disciplined way, and I think I will draw a good discipline joining army. Second thing I would say, sir, second thing I would say, sir, army gives this. I already have an adventurous life, and I live like a lively life, and I believe that army will too support me in that.
Okay.
And third, I would say, sir,
Okay, Amit, where was your college located?
sir, it was in Yashwantpura, Matikhere, Yashwantpura in Bangalore. It is my
Now
college.
currently where are you living?
I am currently living in Lakshminagar in Delhi.
Why did you migrate?
Sir, one of the reason was expenses, as well as I wanted a focus, as well as I wanted to focus more on my studies, which actually in Bangalore was.
What were the distracting elements in Bangalore you find?
I could not state them as a distracting element. I was with my uncle in Bangalore, and I want an dedicated studying environment, which I think which I could get only from migrating from that place, or getting into PG in Bangalore, which was comparatively much expensive than Delhi. So the reason.
There is a term very flourishing in this nowadays news, that privatization. Okay, privatization of railway, privatization of army. Okay, what does privatization means?
Sir, privatization, I do agree that it is very much in news, and people do talk much about privatization. According to my perception, it provides an private player to carry out activities which government is opening the chances for them, and it is actually making the system more efficient. It is actually making the work more efficient and more there are various aspects where actually the taking care of the various sanitation work, like an example of railways, or different areas where it is making difficult for government to look after. They are involving private
But
players.
for a common people, for a common citizen, privatization means selling off government shares to a private company. Is it true?
No, sir. It is actually a misconfusion or a myth which is lying between the.
So what is the real face of this word privatization?
Sir, actually, it is just giving an element of infrastructure or opportunity to carry out an basic operations which government is allowing the private.
Basically means transfer of temporary ownership.
No,
to a
sir.
private
Actually, it is not about ownership. It will. I don't think so. It will ever be about ownership. It is just about providing an opportunity to private players to do some of the operations or role in designated or specified areas. Just for example, to explain, I would say a sanitation program in railways. They do involve the private players to do the work more efficiently, and that to provide more efficient as well as more cleaner railways. For example, recently we came across that Indian Army is going to take the private helicopters for mobility in the northern areas, which is providing an opportunity to the private players so that they can make the work more efficient. This will not only reduce the burden on the Indian Army as well as it will make more efficient, more reliability on the. It will make more reliable system.
What are the recent air defense missiles we have procurement from Russia? We have procured from Russia.
Sir, air defense one I can say is S-400 as well as IGLA air defense. I can recall from the release.
What is the engine used in S-400?
Sorry, sir, I don't know.
Okay, Amit, now tell me about like how do you see Agniveer? Is it a blunder by the government or it
What?
Agniveer? Is it a blunder or it's a master move?
So, sir, I do sync with the idea of army to reduce the average age of army, as because it not only helps the army to grow in more efficient way, but also provides an army and equipment to go in a very flourishing way. But the idea of Agniveer, I think I have heard the perspective of both the leaders who are still in the army, and they have very varied perspective. But I think Agniveer has not been.
Are you nervous, Amit?
Sir, very frankly, I am little bit, sir.
Why?
It is just a fraction of interview hesitation.
But it's not your first time, so why you are feeling?
So why you are hesitating? It's not your first time. You have been multiple times in this frame. Then why you are hesitating? You have a fear of being not recommended.
No, sir, it is not about that. It is just about if I'm talking about something, I do need to convey my points very. I want to convey my points very effectively to the other person, and in that respect, I may have found myself a little bit nervous.
Okay, continue.
Okay, please tell me two pros and cons of Agniveer.
Sir, pros is that it will provide an opportunity to the young youth to know about army, to take the to become more educated with the army discipline, to the army knowledge, to the army way of life living. Second, I would say they will after the 4 year army is giving a monetary help of around 12 lakhs. They will make, and someone who gets into Agniveer at the age of 16 or 17, he will came out at the age of 20 or 21. So being having a money of around 12 lakhs is more will make them more efficient or more way of expressing themselves in the society. They can go with any of the profession.
Are you, Amit, are you updated with the financial budget of Government of India?
Sir, I know about defense that it is.
What is the defense expenditure?
Proportion.
Sir, it is 6,21,000.
And how many percentage is going to salaries of emoluments of the employees?
Sir, as far as I remember, it is around 8%.
8%.
8%.
Are you sure?
I am not very sure, sir, but I have.
It is more than 60%.
No, sir, I abide by this that it is more than 60%. It is around 8% or 4%. I am very much confused among these two.
Okay. You check. In my knowledge, in best of my knowledge, it is more
Sir,
than
I will
60%.
check.
Okay, tell me about pros and cons of Agniveer from the military, from Indian Army's point of view, or different army's point of view. What are the pros and cons of Agniveer?
Sir, pros, one I said, sir, it will provide. Okay, from army perspective,
From army perspective.
sir, it will make army and or it will provide army a young youths which are who are willing to learn, who are willing to get a good training, or willing to get an opportunity to explore the army. So
But after 4 years of service, it will also provide a useless stepney to the young citizen in India.
no,
They
sir,
will be totally unemployed. What they will be doing?
Don't
next?
you think so? That Agniveer is a waste of army's time, Indian army time and money. Like if you
Even the
if
young,
you
even
going to
young
train-
youth of citizen is going to be unemployed after 4 years of service.
no, sir, I don't think I don't think like that. I think after 4 years, out of four, one will be kept with army. He will be continuing his service, and the three who are getting out from army, they will be handled with a lump sum amount of 12 to 13 lakhs, which they can use in any sector of. If they want to study ahead, they can go with that. And even they are given they are being given with a bachelor's degree, so they can, if they want to study ahead, they can carry on their study. If they want to go with business, they can go with business, because they are much being articulated with the army lifestyle as well as the way of life. So they just need to work on any sector with good discipline, and they are good to go with their life. So actually their army is giving them an opportunity to experience the life of an army, and army is giving them an articulate life and strength which they can uh, apply to overcome any of the challenges or fear in their life. So actually army is making them more strengthful and more responsible citizen, as they will be working with army for 4 years, though they will be more responsible and more responsible citizen of India.
Okay, Amit, now tell me that. Don't you think so that Agniveer is just a waste of Indian army time and money? Like we are going to train them, we are going to spend our government, our fund, we are going to spend our time, and just for 4 years, I don't think so. It's going to be worth.
No, sir, I don't think so. Army is wasting their money for Agniveer's training or procurement point of view. I think they actually army is seeking more perfection, more perfectionist army or group out of the four gentlemen, and army is looking as per as that money perspective is considered. Earlier also army was doing the procurement, and army was giving an training to a large recruits. So the same is doing the army till now, but the difference is army is keeping the best guy out of the four with them, so that they can make a more flourished and more violent, sorry, not violent, vigilant group of army, Fauj. So
Okay, Amit. There has been news about AFSPA. You know about AFSPA?
yes, sir, I know it's armed forces special power.
Okay. So, in news there has been multiple conflicts of ASPA using their arbitrary powers to exploit the citizens. To exploit the citizens where they have been deployed, and very misleading information has been coming. But even though Supreme Court is upholding ASPA power, why is it so?
Sir, there are incidences where ASPA has been allegated with many of cases, like in Northeast. But still, the reason of making the ASPA body as well as executing it is very important for a society or an area where social unrest is taking place. Like we have an example of last year Maite and Kuki conflict in Manipur, where without the enacting without the enacting of ASPA, it was not possible for the government to make peace, to establish peace in the valley. So as per my belief, ASPA is very important, and it is actually a boon to a society where which society seeks peace, because the society which can which want peace, they need and force who can make them to the peace if there is any social unrest.
But I think it is a bane. It's not a boon, because even injustice with one single person, it is injustice. Rather of favoring multiples, citizens having, having exploitation of single one is also unfair.
Sir, I have came across what you were the case you are talking about, and I too say I too abide with the my say that ASPA do have been allegedly cased with or charged with the cases.
What are the recommendation would you make to change the current situation of ASCA? What are the changes is visible to you that this might be the changes to make ASCA more?
Sir, actually, ASPA has been made a powerful tool to control an violent society or violent area or social unrest area. But the structure in which ASPA has been shaped, it is very important for the structure itself of ASPA in order to take the control over a society. And I don't think I can add anything to it. It is absolutely fine, sir.
It means you are fine with the exploitation even of
Sir, actually, exploitation are merely a cases where and cases may occur in various even in police, even in central armed police forces. The cases came high. I don't think so. They will affect the power of ASPA, how they are impacting our society. As well.
Okay, Amit, you have mentioned that you are preparing for different services like CAPF and CDS. Do you have ever appeared in CAPF exam?
Yes, sir. This year I appeared.
So what was your result?
Sir, I was not selected.
Could you check your marks?
Sir, I cannot check my marks until the merit list of.
Okay. What do you think if you have selected for interview, and like which would you choose if both CDS and you are selected for both CDS interview and CAPF interview and both the interviews were on the same day?
On the same day?
Yeah, same day.
So, sir, I will ask the CAPF board that if I can get, I can ask.
No, you just have one choice. You must have to choose between CDS and CAPF interview. Which one would you choose?
Sir, I really wanted to join the Corps of Signals, which I can only get joining the CDS. So I'll go with the CDS.
So you'll go with the CDS. So you are too serious about CDS. Do you see an army as a employment opportunity?
Sir, actually, army is moreover gives up your life. No one, someone who is from army, who has served in army, no one can take out that attitude. So army is actually a attitude which they give to live a life. So more than employment is just a way to say look after it, but it is more after living a passion, living a life.
So just want to ask you another question. Do you think that joining Indian Army will help you in your personality development, or do you just want to join Indian Army just because your father was in army?
No, sir. Actually, I am a very lively. I have a very lively personality. So I think joining army will synchronize with my hobbies as well as my ideologies, which I have always been lived with.
It means you are very much passionate about your like serving in the army. You are even having your footstep from army. Your parents, your father is in army, so you are very keen and willing to join army to serve the nation. So if I am recommending you, okay, if I'm recommending you and I will not give you any monetary benefits, no salaries, no allowances, no perks, then also you're gonna serve army.
So actually, every individual needs a minimum bare amount to carry out his livelihood and as well as for his family. Even provided that if army is giving that, I'm ready to serve the army.
Now, if we are not willing to give you any single penny, do you still want to join Indian Army?
No sir, apart from my passion and I do need to carry out my family and take care of my family.
So for you, money is
So
greater
why-
than army, right?
No sir, actually living a life and supporting your family is more than anything
But why you need to support your family? Your father is a government employee, your mother is a government employee.
Sir.
Both they will going to get their pensions,
Yeah.
pension after retirement. You have just your sibling sister, so she will going to get married to a well-earning man. So you just need, it's just you who want to live your life. So, and if you are very much passionate about Indian Army, you can join Indian Army.
Sir, actually, it is more of my family as well as provided you said my father as well as my mother will get a pension, but the family I'm going to lead ahead. My new family. The next day I will get married. The next day I will have kids. The next day I will need to have a small family which I need to support. So for that, as well as for my mother and father, they too need they may need something which do not comes under the budget of their pension. So that to be filled by my monetary help. So for that too, I need monetary.
Okay, so what, Amit, what are your views on new pension scheme? There is a new pension scheme which
Sir, I have not read very deep about new.
no, I'm giving you the information. There is a new pension scheme in which it is told that except army, all the other government employee services will come under new pension scheme. Okay, and for specifically for army, there will be continuing of old pension scheme. Why this unfair is being done for army specifically? Why is it so?
Sir, sir, actually, I can I would like to put a point over here, that is, army involves an individual or demands an individual for a 30-year of non-stop service, and for the time being, they may their family may draw back, or they may have to put their family at home, and
Do you want to mention that army is superior than paramilitary and police forces?
no sir, I have no intention to prove that, but this is a decision of government, and I think
Why it is so? It is obviously it is a decision of government. You can't take that. Okay, government will only take. Why government is giving continuation to the old pension scheme to army only? Why not other government services? Okay, good. Okay, Amit, have you heard about recent bomb blast in Rohini,
Rohini, Delhi,
Delhi? Yes,
when it was.
there was a recent bomb blast in Rohini, in CRPF public school.
When it was in like last month or
Yeah, last month. Even I don't remember the date,
Yeah.
but it was there. Okay, so and even there has been a very like frequent threats to Indian government, which is leading to delays in flight, cancellation of flights. Okay, so there is a internal security challenge to India. So what are the major factors? What are the major factors prevailing to these challenges, causing these challenges?
Sir, one of the major factor which I drawn was which I could look after is the abrogation of Article 370, which took place in Jammu and Kashmir state. So that is a post which Pakistan or the terror groups which lies with Pakistan or other countries, they have been actively participating in the state of Kashmir. And second thing I could say for an instant effect of this terror activities, that is elections in Jammu and Kashmir. That directly the people of the terror group do not want a free and fair election in Kashmir, and that was the reason they were.
Okay, what are the investigating agencies with having with government of India is involved in this investigation? Yes.
Sir, I'm not very sure about the agencies, but I can say RAW and IB would be must be involved.
So you may know about the terrorism in Jammu Kashmir or Naxalwadi in Chhattisgarh and all. We call them Naxalwadi, but some people, some locals, and they themselves call them rebellions. What's your point of view? Are they rebellions? Are they terrorists?
So, sir, I watched a movie called Pan Singh Tomar, and one thing from that movie I could recall was there is a single difference between a leader and a Baghi, and Baghi could be a rebellion, and everything is very similar between the two. The only difference is ideology, and the people in Chhattisgarh or in Kashmir we are talking about are not the people who are against India or against the concept of democracy. They are just that there could be one of the demand which the demand they have not been fulfilled, and a proper talk or proper diplomatic talk as well as the fulfillment of their demand can make them a usual citizen of India, and that is what the government involve themselves in the talks.
Can you mention some of the schemes government putting forward to cure this menace?
Sir, schemes I could not recall, but one of the incidents I can recall from the Mizoram state, that recently all the arms terror group or the rebellion group, militant group which you say, from the Mizoram have dropped their arms, and they are now free and a good citizen of Mizoram.
Yeah, willing to join government.
Willing to join the democracy of India.
Okay. Have you heard about the term money laundering?
Sir, yeah.
What does this term money laundering means?
Money laundering is basically a subset of corruption where money is actually used in the works which are unconstitutional. So basically,
what does this term laundry means? Are we washing money in a washing machine?
actually, it does not literally means that. It means that money which over which the taxes are not actually paid. So they comes under money laundering, and they are usually intend to be involved in the activities which are unconstitutional, and this is what actually money.
How it helps in penetration of terrorism to India?
So actually, the money, such kind of monies have always been observed that they are used to fund the terror groups, or we can say the
Name one of the terror groups you often heard in news.
Lashkar-e-Taiba from Pakistan.
Okay.
And apart from that, Jaish-e-Mohammed.
Okay, Jaish-e-Mohammed.
Jaish-e-Mohammed.
Okay, so how money laundering helped them to penetrate India? How money laundering helped them? In what aspect money laundering helped them?
Sir,
what is money laundering? How money laundering help terrorism penetrate in India? In what aspect money laundering help terrorism? It helps in weapon procurement for terrorists. Okay. It helps in spreading propaganda against the government of India.
मैं इसलिए रोका ना क्योंकि वो तू बोला ना 5 सेकंड वाला पॉइंट, पर हर चीज में लग रहा है तुम जैसे क्वेश्चन खत्म कर रहे हो ना मैं स्टार्ट कर दे रहा हूँ।
हाँ ओके
तो ये
हाँ,
इसलिए
ठीक है।
वो पॉइंट जोड़ गया था, तू होते ही चला जाएगा।
कोई सेम रिपीट करो।
So sir, I think money laundering is actually funding the terror groups in propagating in procurement of their arms, first of all. Secondly, they are through money they are able to connect with the people. They are engaging more people with the beat of money. They are giving the beat of money, and they are attracting the young youth of Kashmir.
They are recruiting.
They are recruiting people.
Okay.
And third, with money laundering or the money of this black money, they're actually taking they are actually establishing the what we can say. They are planning the blast. Actually, they are planning the blast.
Okay. So what are the authorities does India have to prevent this money laundering? India would be having some of the authorities in their center. What are those? To prevent money laundering.
Sir, there is an act I can recall which recently was in limelight because of the Delhi CM, former Delhi CM. It was Prevention of Money Laundering Act, PMLA, which is a non-bailable offense.
Yes.
So that I can recall.
Okay, Amit, I just want to ask you some question. Like, we know about Kashmiri people. Also, we known as them as Pathrabaz. What's your views on them? Are they India's foe or friend?
Sir, first of all, I would abide by our term like Pathrabaz. They are the citizen of India, and slowly.
Do you view them as only the citizen of India, or they are terrorists?
So they are the citizen of India, and slowly how they are being propagated the idea, how they are being just for the sake of development.
What do you think? What's the role of army to, promote patriotism in them? Like
how army can promote the patriotism?
What's the role of Indian army?
So first of all, in Kashmir particularly, I would say army is spreading the awareness between the young youths, and through awareness spreading programs as well as seminars as well as
Don't you think so? They look at Indian army as their foes.
No, sir. There is obviously there is an intention. The people who are not from Kashmir see the situation like that, but it's moreover and a bunch of people who are amongst them who are actually brainwashing the youth of people of Kashmir. But I think if as though we have successfully conducted the election of Kashmir and we have given an power to Kashmir that they have their own CM and they have then opportunity to flourish as a good union territory. So Kashmir, the youth of Kashmir.
Okay, what are the demerits of AI? Have you heard about AI?
Yes, sir. It is about artificial intelligence. I have made my final year project over it. So.
Okay, so what are the demerits of AI?
Sir, one of the demerits of AI is the sound clonizing of any person. Deepfake or like clonizing the voice of any person. Cloning of a voice.
Okay.
So that is
how terrorists are using AI?
Sir, actually, terrorists they are using one incident I came across. They are actually there was an incidence where a terrorist who was from Kashmir. He was a young youth and he was allegedly forced to join the terrorist group, and he was killed in just 1 month after joining. But for the sake of their parents' satisfaction, using AI, the terrorist groups they were talking to his mother and making her like his son is alive.
Okay.
So
Okay. There is a conflict in a field of secularism. there is a conflict of secularism in India. There has been a recent case of hijab. Have you heard about this? Hijab in Karnataka.
Yeah, sir. It was around in 2022.
Okay, so what was the conflict about hijab?
Sir, it actually it revolved around the wearing of hijab in schools premises, which state government, actually the teachers first, then state government objectified it as the students, if they make themselves wearing the hijab, may
Okay, which article in the constitution promotes secularization? Which article of the constitution promotes secularization? Wearing hijab is a secular thing because she is a Muslim or he or she is a Muslim. He is following her religion mandates. So, which article empowers that person to do so?
Sir, I think it is Article 25 or 26.
Okay.
Very much good.
I think Amit, you are recommended.
बढ़िया बहुत बढ़िया
भाई
finally wind up.